This is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardines, to use this as an educational material.
Differentiate stability from sustainability. Articulate models of global sustainable development. Stability and sustainability, though related, have distinct focuses when it comes to societal and environmental contexts. Stability refers to the maintenance of steady conditions within a system such as economic, social, and political realms, aiming to prevent disruptions or crises. On the other hand, sustainability emphasizes long-term viability and responsible resources used to ensure that current needs are met without compromising the ability of future generations to meet theirs. Sustainable practices prioritize minimizing environmental harm and promoting social and economic resilience by fostering renewal within natural and human systems. In global sustainable development, these ideas are integrated into models that address economic, social, and environmental factors together. The United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals provide a comprehensive framework addressing diverse global issues from poverty to climate actions.
History of Sustainable Development Goals. The Sustainable Development Goals represent a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure peace and prosperity for all by 2030. They are the culmination of decades of global efforts to define and achieve sustainable development. Here's a comprehensive overview of history leading up to the establishment of the SDGs. Early Concepts and Foundations, Brundtland Commission, 1987. The term Sustainable Development gained prominence with the publication of Brundtland Commission's report, Our Common Future. The Commission, formerly known as the World Commission on Environment and Development, defined sustainable development as development that meets the needs of the represent without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. This report highlighted the interconnectedness of economic growth, environmental protection, and social equity. Focus of the MDGs. The goals primarily targeted issues such as eradicating extreme poverty and hunger, achieving universal primary education, promoting gender equality, reducing child mortality, improving maternal health, combating diseases like HIV/AIDS and malaria, ensuring environmental sustainability, and developing a global partnership for development. Adoption of the Sustainable Development Goals 2015. United Nations Sustainable Development Summit. In September 2015, all 193 UN member states adopted the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which includes the 17 Sustainable Development Goals and 169 associated targets. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals. The goals covered a broad range of interconnected issues including poverty, hunger, health, education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry and innovation, reduce inequality, sustainable cities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace and justice, and partnerships for the goals.
Today, I will tackle all about the 3 Sustainable Development Goals. So first is no poverty. Eradicating poverty is in all its forms remains one of the greatest challenges facing humanity. While the number of people living in extreme poverty dropped by more than half between 1990 and 2015, too many are still struggling for the most basic human needs. As of 2015, about 736 million people still live on less than $1.90 a day. Many lack food, clean drinking water, and sanitation. Rapid growth in countries such as China and India has lifted millions out of poverty, but progress has been uneven. Women are more likely to be poor than men because they have less paid hard work, education, and own less property. Second is the zero hunger. So the number of undernourished people has dropped by almost half in the past 2 decades because of rapid economic growth and increased agricultural productivity. Many developing countries that used to suffer from famine and hunger can now meet their nutritional needs. Central and East Asia, Latin America, and Caribbean have all made huge progress in eradicating extreme hunger. Unfortunately, extreme hunger and malnutrition remain a huge barrier to development in many countries. The SDGs aim to end all forms of hunger and malnutrition by 2030, making sure all people, especially children, have sufficient and nutritious food all year. This provides promoting sustainable agriculture, supporting small-scale farmers, and equal access to land, technology, and markets. It also requires international cooperation to ensure investment in infrastructure and technology to improve agricultural productivity. And the third is good health and well-being. We have made great progress against several leading causes of death and disease. Life expectancy has increased dramatically. Infant and maternal mortality rates have declined. We've turned the tide on HIV and malaria deaths. Good health is essential to sustainable development, and the 2030 Agenda reflects the complexity and interconnectedness of the two. It takes into account widening economic and social inequalities, rapid urbanization, threats to the climate and the environment, and continuing burden of HIV and other infectious disease, and emerging challenges such as non-communicable disease. Universal health coverage will be integral to achieving SDG 3, ending poverty and reducing inequalities. Emerging global health priorities not explicitly included in the GGS, including antimicrobial resistance, also demand action.
Good day, sir. Good day, everyone. So, I am the Cadet Berto Tanilson, and these are the 3 among 17 Sustainable Development Goals. So, number 1, we have quality education. So, quality education for sustainable development equips individuals with knowledge, skills, and values needed to support a sustainable society. It integrates environmental, social, and economic aspects of sustainability. So, the key elements of here include is environmental awareness. So, environmental awareness is understanding environmental protection and climate change. Number 2 is social responsibility. So, social responsibility promoting equity, human rights, and community development. Number 3, we have critical thinking. So, critical thinking encouraging problem solving for global challenges. And 4, lifelong learning. So, lifelong learning is adapting to societal changes and emerging issues. So, we have last global citizenship, taking responsibility for our global well-being. So, basically, quality education aligned with the SDG for quality education drives a just, peaceful, and sustainable world. So, we have number 2, gender equality. So, gender equality for sustainable development ensures equal rights, opportunities, and resources for all genders, contributing broader economic, social, environmental progress. It is crucial for achieving sustainable development and human rights. So, and gender equality have key aspects include 1. equal access to education. So equal access to education is to ensure both girls and boys have opportunity for quality education. Number 2, economic empowerment. So economic empowerment basically promoting equal opportunities for all to participate in workplace and access resources. So number 3, leadership and decision making, increasing women's and marginalized gender representation in leadership roles. And also we have number 4, health and well-being. So basically health and well-being, ensuring the equal access to healthcare and addressing gender-based violence. 5, reducing discrimination, and so on and so forth. So we have number 3, the clean water and sanitation. So clean water and sanitation are vital for sustainable development, ensuring access to safe drinking water, sanitation and hygiene while protecting water resources for our future generations. They are crucial for health, economic growth, and environmental sustainability. So in the clean water and sanitation, I have also a key aspects. These key aspects include 1, access to safe water. So basically access to safe water is ensuring clean, safe drinking water for all, especially in underserved areas. Sanitation facilities like providing toilets, water treatment to prevent disease, and hygiene education like promoting practices like hand washing. So clean water and sanitation are essential for health, poverty reduction, and social and economic development. And that are the 3 among 17 sustainable development goals. And thank you.
The United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Goal number 7, affordable and clean energy. The aim of Goal 7 is to ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. The focus is on increasing the share of renewable energy, improving energy efficiency, and expanding infrastructure to provide energy access in developing regions. Achieving this goal would help reduce carbon emissions, combat climate change, and improve quality of life globally. Goal 8, decent work and economic growth. Goal 8 promotes sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. This includes reducing unemployment, especially for young people, supporting job creation, and protecting labor rights. By fostering a fair, productive, and resilient economy, this goal seeks to reduce poverty, inequality, and social instability. Goal 9, Industry, Innovation, Infrastructure. Goal 9 aims to build resilient infrastructure, promotes inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. This involves upgrading technology, supporting small business, and expanding access to internet and financial services. Sustainable infrastructure and innovation play a vital role in building economies, reducing inequalities, and ensuring environmental resilience. Together, these 3 goals emphasize economic growth, social inclusivity, and environmental protection, forming a strong foundation for global sustainability.
Good day everyone, my name is Blart Enlistones. My topic for today is the number 10 to 14 Sustainability Development Goals. So the number 10 Sustainability Goals is the reduce inequalities. So this goal targets reducing income inequality within and among countries by promoting exclusive social, economic, and political participation strategies, including improving access to education, healthcare, and fair employment, and addressing policies that perpetuate inequality. So the next is the number 11, sustainability, cities and communities. So this goal is focused on making cities inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Strategies including improving urban infrastructure, enhancing access to greenhouse spaces, providing affordable housing, and ensuring sustainable urban planning to address issues like overcrowding and population. Number 12 is the responsible consumption and production. This goal emphasizes the need for sustainable management and efficient use of natural resources in encouraging reducing waste, promoting recycling, and creating awareness about sustainable consumption patterns to lower environmental impacts. So the last on my list is climate. So this goal focuses on urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts and promotes facilities for reducing greenhouse gas emission, improving resilience to climate-related disaster, and strengthening climate education. So that's all. Thank you.
Hi sir, classmate. Life below water. This goal is about protecting our ocean, seas, and marine resources. Ocean cover 70% of our planet, provide half of oxygen we breathe, and absorb around quarter of human procedure of carbon emission. So, include pollution from plastic and chemical overfishing, damage to ecosystem like coral reefs. Life on land. This goal focuses on the protection and restoration of ecosystem on land, such as forest, mountain, and wetland. Terrestrial ecosystem support biodiversity and play a major role in climate regulation and providing resources of human life. Peace, justice, and strong institution is about promoting peaceful, inclusive societies and fair and effective governance. It addresses issues like reducing violence, providing access to justice, and building a accountable institution. In key objects include reducing corruption, ensuring the rule of law, and creating transparent, responsive system to serve communities fairly. Partnership of goals. The idea behind is that the Sustainable Development Goal can only be achieved if nations work together. It focuses on building strong partnership between government, private sectors, and non-profit and communities. Goal includes mobilizing financial resources, sharing technology, and improving data and knowledge sharing to help all countries progress in achieving the CDG.
My topic is about what is the Sustainable Development Goals. The Sustainable Development Goals are a set of 17 goals and 169 targets that were adopted by the United Nations in 2015. The Sustainable Goals are a call to action for all countries to work together to create a sustainable world that ends poverty, protects the planet, and ensure that all people have access to health, justice, and prosperity. The Sustainable Development Goals are applicable to both developed and developing countries, and they recognize that ending poverty must be done in conjunction with other strategies. Strategies include building economic growth, addressing social needs like education, health, social protection, and job opportunities, tackling climate change, and protecting the environment. The Sustainable Development Goals are interconnected, and progress in one goal contribute to progress in other. For example, Goal 3 is to ensure healthy lives and well-being for all, but progress in these goals also contributes to progress in other goals.
What is the most important sustainable development goal? The most critical sustainable development goal often identified is Sustainable Development Goal 13, climate action, because it directly impacts and interlinks with nearly every other sustainable development goal. Climate change influences global poverty levels, food security, health, economic growth, and social stability. Rising global temperatures, extreme weather events, and environmental degradations are causing widespread impact that hinder sustainable development effort across the globe. Addressing climate change through urgent action can help secure a stable environment, enabling progress in areas such as poverty reduction, food availability, and access to clean water. If we fail to mitigate and adapt to climate change, effort to achieve other goals may be compromised as climate impacts worsen resources scarcity and deepen inequalities. Moreover, achieving Sustainable Development Goal 13 is a foundation for creating resilience in other critical areas. For example, Sustainable Development 1, No Poverty, Sustainable Development 2, Zero Hunger, and Sustainable Development 6, Clean Water and Sanitation, scarcity on stable environmental condition to succeed. Agricultural productivity, essential for both food security and economic growth, is directly threatened by changing weather patterns and more frequent natural disasters. Similarly, health outcomes under Sustainable Development 3, good health and well-being, are at risk, and climate change contributes to increased disease transmission and worsen air quality. Thus, prioritizing climate actions allows for a holistic approach to sustainable development, ensuring that resources, ecosystem, and communities are resilient, adaptable, and able to thrive. That's all.